Have you ever considered the long-term effects that the overuse of fossil fuels will have on the Earth? Throughout high school, we have discussed this topic in various classes. Mainly in science class, we would talk about the cause and effects from using fossil fuels and the effect they have on the Earth now and long term. We also have discussed the alternatives to using fossil fuels and their possible benefits. I am very interested in this topic because I am passionate about preserving our environment and bettering the health of human beings. The use of fossil fuels should be reduced and replaced by alternative energy sources. By doing this, we can promote health, prevent further decay of our environment. The overuse of fossil fuels needs to be reduced. The overuse of fossil fuels is contributing to global warming and emitting an excessive amount of harmful gases into the atmosphere. So by reducing them, we can prevent some harmful environmental impacts. A quote from EPA in 2023 states that the presence of excess nitrogen in the atmosphere in the form of nitrogen oxides or ammonia is deposited back onto land, where it washes into nearby water bodies. These excess nutrients contribute to pollution, harmful algae blooms, and oxygen-deprived aquatic zones. Excess ammonia and low pH in these areas are toxic to aquatic organisms and affect their survival. By reducing fossil fuel emissions, we can positively impact our environment in more ways than one. Mersman in 2021 stated that new research shows that improved air quality caused by reducing emissions from burning fossil fuels and other sources could improve human health and prevent economic losses. And they got their information from scientists at NASA, Duke University, and Columbia University. The overuse of fossil fuels is poisoning and polluting our environments by emitting greenhouse gases that are blanketing the earth and trapping heat, which in turn is causing many problems within the ecosystem, such as raising the climate and creating natural phenomena such as acid rain and smog. So we generally understand that the overuse of fossil fuels is damaging, but maybe it would convince you even more if you knew the benefits of a healthier environment. We will experience the positive benefits of a healthier environment. Reducing the use of fossil fuels promotes a healthier environment, which will increase the health of organisms within it. Donaghy in 2021 stated that if we are able to limit the global warming to 1.5 Celsius above pre-industrial levels, we will reduce the risk of extreme heat waves, heavy precipitation, droughts, sea level rise, polar melting, expanding health risks, and other dangerous climate impacts, which is overall very important. Our health is also being compromised when we pollute the air with these potent gases. So it's so important to take health of the human population into consideration when debating the overuse of fossil fuels. In addition to Douglas in 2018 stated that in addition to releasing planet-warming greenhouse gas emissions, burning fossil fuels also generates localized air pollutants such as soot and smog that increase the risk of death from stroke, heart disease, lung cancer, and respiratory illness among those exposed. The health of our planet determines the health of the people and the organisms living upon it. So that is why it is crucial to make sure that we are taking the necessary steps to preserve our environment, which leads to the vision I have for the future of energy. My vision is that in the future, our energy will come from renewable and alternative energy sources. The future of energy can look different to everyone, but personally, I see hydroelectric power being one of the most efficient ways to store energy. This is because it is renewable and relies on a powerful natural source of kinetic energy. A quote from the U.S. Department of Energy stated that hydropower relies on the endless, constantly recharging system of the water cycle to produce electricity using fuel, water, that is not reduced or eliminated in the process. There are many types of hydropower facilities, though they are all powered by the kinetic energy of flowing water as it moves downstream. Hydropower utilizes turbines and generators to convert that kinetic energy into electricity, which is then fed into an electrical grid to power homes, businesses, and industries. So as we can see, it's a very efficient way to use our natural resources we already have, but not destroy them to get energy. Another amazing source of energy to replace fossil fuels is nuclear power. This is because it consists of zero carbon emissions and currently is one of the most powerful and effective ways to source energy. The Nuclear Energy Institute stated that nuclear energy comes from splitting atoms in a reactor to heat water into a stream. turn a turbine and generate electricity. 94 nuclear reactors in 28 states generate nearly 20% of the nation's electricity. All without carbon emissions because reactors use uranium, not fossil fuels, which is obviously our goal. These plants are always on, well operated to avoid interruptions, and built to withstand extreme weather, supporting the grid 24/7. Now, these are both efficient and inventive ways to alternatively source our energy, but how are we going to help to support these organizations so that they can make even more of a difference? We will take action by bringing nationwide awareness and supporting organizations that have already begun engineering the most efficient ways to produce energy. First of all, we need to bring awareness to the nation. This could consist of going on the news, protesting, or even word of mouth. Secondly, we need to use this awareness to help fund the already established organizations so that they continue to make a difference and promote the future of alternative energy. I hope you all now understand the importance of having alternative energy and the positive impact it can have on our environment. Now I want you to ask yourself again, do you consider the long-term effects that overuse of fossil fuels will have on our environment?